Good morning, lovelies. I'm just going to do a short, for me, video about victim mentality and about where we play small due to fear. It's something that was reflected to me. So I'm exploring astrology. There's other things that are coming in for things maybe that I will move into, will explore. And this isn't a video about that. It's about our reactions to interacting with ourselves. So when we undertake any kind of self-development, self-healing journey, whether that be through a yoga course, through an astrology reading, learning astrology, what we're doing, and there's plenty more other ways, that we connect with who we are on a full, holistic, spiritual, human being level. Okay, so when we're doing that, there is a dialogue. We're inviting in advice and guidance from another human, and also from whatever energies, if they're intuitive like me, that they're picking up on. But it's really important that we don't forget the human, because I have my own unconscious and conscious biases. I have my own story, my own experiences, my own healing journey that I'm going on when I do readings for other people. I'm sure if you speak to healers and readers, will often say there was a message for me in that reading, as well as it being, setting the intention, allowing the message to come through for you. And it's one of the reasons why I always watch back my own videos on YouTube, because I'm like, what am I not picking up from that whilst I'm, sharing the message, not receiving it. And the thing is I've been on a real roller coaster journey on this spiritual path for the last 6 years of needing comfort, support, security, and truth to come from other people. We all start out that way. It's how we're taught in the West. We're born, we look to our parents for approval and for safety. We go to school, we look to our teachers, we look to the police, we look to the authorities. The lawyers tell us what's right, what's wrong, and then the courts enforce it. And so there's this whole system where we're told these are the laws, these are the principles of fairness, of right and wrong that exist in our society as a collective, that then restrict or liberate or just impact our decisions, our feelings, our place in the world. And the thing is that's fine. I believe as a society we need to have collective rules. I mean, I know spiritual community is a really hard place to live in, because you're sharing everything with a number of people, and we're human. We're always going to have triggers and challenges and flare-ups with people. So I'm not one of those alternative thinkers that thinks we're all going to live in peace and harmony and bliss. I think we need social rules, social contracts. But what I'm trying to get at is the nuance that we, without realizing it, have been programmed to always look outside of ourselves first, and to look for that, for the answers. So when we go to healers, when we go to readers, we put them on a pedestal that they know more than us, or they're more connected to us, or their readings are more important than our own intuitive knowledge or our own experience at that time. And it's not. Even when we're in pain, we can go and get readings done and go and see healers because we want to reduce, avoid, release ourselves from that pain. That's a human response. It's perfectly natural and normal to go and seek help when you're in pain. But it's to remember that that's you calling in that healing experience. It's you choosing to go and seek help and not play the victim. And it's also you choosing to not want to stay in the present moment of pain and discomfort and all of the other learnings and lessons that come around that. But it's really important on the spiritual path that we don't think we have to suffer, and also that we can't save ourselves. We are saving ourselves in every minute of every day when we reach out and ask and receive help. So we've all been on this journey with the guru and the guru falling and looking outside of ourselves. But what still happens is we will turn to modalities like astrology, human design, to understand more of who we are. But a lot of the times we can still have fear. We can have fear about finding out the truth, or a truth, or a perspective on our soul's purpose, our soul's expression. Because we're like, well, I don't want to know. Like, what if it's something I can't handle? And this came up for me because I have, in studying astrology and talking about it, people have lots of different opinions, and I'm not here to make anyone right, anyone wrong. But people can have an interpretation that astrology, for example, is a disempowering tool. So you're born into almost like a fixed game of chess pieces, and like you don't have any autonomy. It's all like destiny, and it's all just moving because that's what was aligned by the stars, by God, by your soul's purpose, and then you're just here playing it out. Now there is a certain, I have a certain view that there is destiny and fated experience that we're here to learn from, but we are also born with free will. And for me, astrology and all of these tools are empowerment tools to get to understand my psyche, my upbringing, my current challenges, what's potentially going to come in the future that I can be excited about, but also empowered through if it's a challenging time. So it's about giving you more tools to understand yourself as you navigate this life experience. And it's actually, to work from it as you set up certain challenges, certain experiences, certain relationships, not so you would be happy and, fulfilled by them permanently and never suffer. Relationships and love and movement of energy, it's all an experience. But we can play the victim thinking, I don't want to know what's around the corner for me, because we've assumed it's something bad or something that we can't handle. And that's really the point I want to end with. Whoever you are and however you've got here watching this video, you have survived challenges. And before the last, year, 18 months, you've survived challenges on an individual level, never mind the collective, circus that's going on. You are a survivor. You are resilient. You are strong. You are not a victim. You have been a victim to difficult things. But I ask you, and it's something I work on myself, is, are you still playing the victim because bad things have happened? Are you creating a story that it's only bad things that you've ever known, it's only bad things therefore that you'll ever have, you'll ever experience? Because that's being stuck in victim mentality. And some of it, I think, can come from like religious influences, that God is the saving grace, that we're born with sin and we must redeem ourselves to get into the gates of heaven. I have a Christian influence in my childhood. I've never been an active participating Christian, but in our culture, all of that lessons, all of that learning of don't do anything wrong, you'll get in trouble. Don't break the laws, that's wrong. That there are plenty of times in our history where we've been shown that breaking laws is sometimes the right thing to do, and that we aren't bad if we do wrong things. So I'm just sharing this because there's everything is just a tool and a reflection for your belief system. But I think when you have fear about getting to know yourself, part of that will come from the fact that you're playing the victim to yourself. You don't believe in your power. You don't believe in your strength. You don't believe in your ability to be your own best friend and guide. And you're looking outside of yourself still for information, for answers. And that's okay. It's part of the process. But just honor that you still don't think that you're enough. Honor that you're scared to get to know yourself because you think there's the boogeyman in your skeleton in your closet. Yeah. We are never given more than we can handle. We are handling more than we ever thought we could in the last 18 months. So trust in your strength, in your stamina, in your path, and change the tape. That's where you can take control and use your free will, is by being honest with yourself. Am I playing the victim? Or can I embrace this journey? Can I start to see the benefits? Can I start to make changes in the small thoughts? And just be honest with yourself of where you're scared to get to know yourself. I honestly think that parts of us we've been as a Western, I come from a Western patriarchal system. We aren't given the information and the education that we're spiritual, energetic, multidimensional beings. And I'm not here to sit and theorize on why that might be, but it is, as a result, a disempowerment from our truth and from our love and from our connection and from our trust and faith in ourselves, first and foremost. And it has been through this healing journey of connecting to spiritual energy, to my essence of spiritual energy, to knowing that guides and energies and ancestors, like it's all, and past lives and past versions of me, and little Lizzie and Lizzie in 10 years from now, like it's all existing now. It's all energy, it's all live. And to call in all those aspects of myself, to embody them as me, as part of my present experience, is empowering, is uplifting, it is healing. And it means that I can't, in all good conscience, continue to play the victim. So I don't need help from other people as much. I do sometimes. It's not about being, a one-woman show. We're in a collective experience, but the way in which I seek help and advice from other people, the way I don't give my power away anymore, and I look to things like astrology or tarot or readings to help me get clarity and confidence in the best ways to move forward with ease. And it doesn't mean I'm going to avoid confrontation or challenge. It just means how can I get through that with a bit more ease and a bit more awareness, because I'm a bit better informed about who I am on a spiritual and energetic level. So I encourage you, please, to just take a moment wherever you are watching this and remember you've got this far, and you've got this far without the education and the intelligence and the wisdom and the intuition and the gifts of knowing who you truly are. You've still made it this far. And the fact that you're watching this video, the fact that you're seeking out this information is the only proof you really need that there's more, there's better, there's different to come. So believe in magic, believe in possibility, believe that you can experience everything that you feel that you've not had so far in this life. Love, joy, connection, ease, whatever it is. I'm talking more about feelings and experiences rather than specifics, But you can call in what you want, but you have to believe that you're worthy of it. And you can't believe you're worthy of it if you're stuck in victim mentality. So look in, check in right now. And remember, you are resilient, you are strong, you have survived so much. And that is testament, that is proof that you will continue to show, to grow, to expand, and to experience wonderful things, because you are a wonderful miracle being. You've got this far. All right. Much love.